Hello and welcome. I am Sidar, and this is episode 4 of Zero to Madness. Oh yeah, don't mind the guy in the background. Not sure. I think he got curious or something because I was standing in the back of the cargo center place because it's less noisy. All this hum in the background. Anyways, so we used a lot of money last time. I haven't actually made a lot of money the last episodes. So we're gonna actually do something that actually makes me money. A little bit faster than normal. So we're gonna re-rent the Hull A. Could rent a bigger ship, but we're gonna stick with the Hull A for now and do some cargo hauling missions. I'm hoping they work. There are some issues with them not always work giving you cargo currently in the game. So I'm gonna hope for the best. Let's see, do I have... Got some. So yeah, we're gonna hope for the best and hopefully make a decent income today. I would rather not rent the ship and just buy it. Since we are close to the medical center, we're gonna request a bed. This is the free option to... Yeah, the NPC just went straight through me. This is the free option to...
I'll let my manager know. They'll send you a call
to get your hydration and stuff like that up. 6, 5... Room number 7 here. It's a nice way to replenish your thirst and hunger. You just lay yourself down. This is also where you heal yourself. You can go to medical care, go to treatment, and there should be a list of your ailments and stuff. You can set what you need. When we are fully hydrated and stuff, we can head out. Just gonna double check that this is where I have my spawn. It is not.
Looking to improve your health? At Kelto RX, medicine isn't only about
We're at Everest Harbor.
it's about being your best. Advanced digital
I forgot
I
I
don't care why it's not working. It's your job to do regens, so fix the imprint scanner already.
You know, you're not the most important person in the verse. There are other people waiting.
Yeah, he told that guy. Kind of funny. Is that a normal structure? No, that's not the normal structure. Someone parked their Idris right outside the window. A little small capital ship with a big hangar. And it's the one with the railgun. So, did we still have a hangar? Well, that's... Guy's got the mohawk. Do not have our hangar. Need to get our hangar.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Where this?
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
We could also use
Your
the
vehicle has been delivered.
our
Please
starter
visit
ship.
us again.
It will take you longer to get stuff done. At some point, your hangar name should probably be on the top. There's something coming down the line. Well, that's not right. There's no ship there. Well, this happened again. It's nice when they fix this issue. And then they don't fix it. It is what it is, apparently. So. Explore the hangar. Did I have anything here? And some stuff. Since we are in Everest Harbor, we can look at missions while we wait on our claim. Gonna do planetary hauling, if the mouse would work. The scrolling. Everest Harbor to no. So that's down to the space station, down to the planet. Let's accept one just to see if I got it. Yeah, it's there. Perfect. So it's working. Oh yeah, so I have this string of text, some customization thing on my main character. So it gives you these more explanatory information things. You can see it, but if we go into offers again. Let's see. Yeah, so here in ship mining, it says BP, means blueprint. This mission rewards you with the blueprint. So, you know where to get them from and stuff. These are players' PvP missions. These are bounties for players, 151k to kill this one. Currently you can only kill people. For hauling and stuff, there are these guys. Tisa to Earl 3. Don't think they unlock anything else. You can do hauling missions from a Lagrange point to another Lagrange point if you don't want to go down to planets and stuff and just want to stay in space, for example. Or different versions of those. So you start at rookie rank. Where's my rep? With the Coblex. Start here. And you have to go master. Well, we get to like senior experience, and senior you get the big contracts that pay a lot. That's when you want the big ships like the Hull C and stuff like that. Makes it way better. Okay, so we're gonna accept more of these planetary ones. Gonna do everything that goes from Tisa to Everest. This is another one. That's funny. You usually pay 50k. There's another one. TISA spaceport. We're in Everest. We're going there. So you cram as many as you can on your ship at once and you make money. Let's do a work center. It's not that. There should be 3 and 4 of them. There's another small one from Everest to TISA. Do that as well. So if you can't like put everything on your ship, you can just go back up to space and get new one. Just clicking through them here. This is 100 SU. Just remember your max space on your ship. That you don't pick up too big ones. You'll get bigger containers like 8 SU crates. But these smaller ones are just singles usually. This is another one from Everest to TISA. Over 200k now in total. So money will be fast if we do this. Sometimes they pop up again. Scrolling through this is a little bit annoying. Okay, so that's all the missions. We're gonna pull them out of our freight elevator. So if you go over to this one, there's some icons on top. Go to the missions, click that, and it has all the missions. So now you can just click and drag or just select all. I like doing click and drag because then I know what I get. And that will come up there. Eventually. See, there's a bunch of crates there. Hopefully we can place everything on the ship. Moment of truth. Will we get our hull A? Yes. Just materialized in front of our eyes. So the hull A, you have to extend its spindles. You can't just lump it into a cargo area. So we're gonna extend spindles and move the ship slightly closer to the elevator. Just to make it a little better. R1. And we're gonna click transform. There's the spindle cargo grid. It's opening up. So we're gonna place our ass towards the thing because that has the least distance. Oh, it's a little bit. I have to remember that's different. Why am I pulling down on that? So the external camera for third person is quite handy when parking your ship, aligning it. You can look at it, it's like it has this tiny drone flying around the ship, recording your ship. If you want it to make sense. Since everything is going to the same place, can just... Oh. Yeah, so my mouse is a little bit sensitive when it comes to scrolling. That's why I got this mouse. So loading might take your time, but it is faster money, you know. So you have to load, and then you have to load off, unload when you get there. For some this might be quite satisfying, but it's just a start if you don't wanna go balls deep into combat missions right away, where you might not survive if you're not used to the game. I recommend medium armor or higher. You can do it in an undersuit if you're lucky. Enemies do hit better now than I did back in the day, so... There's a little bit of coughing today. I'll try and mute the microphone as best as I can. Sometimes it's not doable. It's quite enjoyable, this. Pretty sure there are others that make videos like this that will basically just speed through it, not show the actual work, just the unloading and unloading. No, I don't like doing that. I like showing the entire thing. I'm going from doing a full loop of this stuff. So I'm gonna, once we get a little more money and stuff, I'm gonna show off the benefits of having a combat helmet. We'll see when we'll do that. If we're lucky and find a helmet on an outpost, for example. We'll use what we find, you know. You can fly out to all the the lawful Armistice zones. Oh yeah, that can happen. If you're a little bit too eager, pulling the box to you, you can knock yourself down. If you do it with too big of a crates, you can actually hurt yourself. And others. Not by much, but character don't like it, you know. It's a clone anyways. You can just revive. This is so enjoyable. Might just be me, but... when you're doing it for income, it's quite enjoyable. Some missions also give you bigger containers, like there's one in the back there. That I can't pick up yet because it's locked between other containers. That was 32 SU. So there's 16 SU on each of these panels. Which is nice. Also, one of the reasons why I like the Holly is because if you do like multiple missions to different places, you can like just remember that you can have a few SUs there, a few on that side, and you can have four different drop-off locations, and you know which containers go to where. Makes it easier for the logistics of the hauling. So this game has just gotten a new ship called the Hull B. We can't You can't rent that one yet in the game. It will be another 2 patches at least before it can be rentable. I have it on my main, but that doesn't help me in the on my playthrough character, as this is just a starter pack. I'm sure there are people that have a lot of money and buy starter packs, the bigger ones. So that was all the cargo. Everything is the same, even though if you start with a big ship, you're not like the big boss in the game. You're not powerful. You might have a bigger ship, but take longer to kill you. Oh, it's upwards. That's right, we have a small ship. Keep forgetting. So yeah, if you have a big ship, start out with that. You're not like... Oh, that was scary. There's a destroyed ship right there. Oh yeah, so as of this recording, there's currently a free fly happening. It might be over when the video goes live. That's why there's so much trash around destroyed ships, because people are trying to land their ship. They are struggling and they can't remember how to get into the hangar and stuff like that. So people just crash all over the place. And the cleanup mechanics does not work. That they keep on adding, the developers keep on adding to the game. Okay, so where is the city? So the mission markers sometimes go away. They flicker in and out. So you have to just remember where they are. So this diamond shape, or what that was called, house icon, is the major city icons. So if you see that instead of the triangles, that's where the main city is, where the spaceport is. Going through the clouds, nice. Ooh, a little bit of luggage. Low FPS. Abandoned ship there. Could be a nun on a wall. I prefer Microtech for missions and stuff. We could go there. See if there's a interstellar one that can take us from space station to Microtech. There's usually less choppiness with FPS for me around Microtech. See where we get our landing spot.
I found a hangar for you.
Amazing. So we're in first person while landing. Warning. Even though the hangar seems small, it's not small. Just gonna pull landing gear so we have a little bit of... It slows down by default.
Ship is on the deck.
And the freight elevator is there. Nope. Keep forgetting I have to think opposites. Now we just have to unload. Ominous city music. Now it's just to place it in the elevator. If you place it nicely like this, if you have a lot of things, it's better. Also, so technically you don't have to lock it on the grid. It will deliver boxes even though you just throw them in there. There's no guarantee that all the crates will be delivered. I tested this with some minerals on my main account the other day. So yeah, have them snap on the grid. There's a bigger guarantee that everything is delivered then. Some people might actually find this a little bit annoying. Oh, that didn't go where I wanted to. Oh, it snapped out another side. Oh, there's a space behind there. Perfect. Some people might not find this enjoyable, but it's a means to an end, you know. It's the fastest way of making in-game credits. Oh yeah, so if you want to zoom a little bit, hold F, just scroll your mouse wheel, you can see if it's in line, if you want to have it like super perfect like I'm doing. It's just something I do because when we get a lot more cargo and stuff, it's nice to have it all neat and stuff. My ship won't be able to fill this entire freight elevator, as it's almost twice as much as I have in my ship. So max capacity is 120. I only have 64 on my Holly. I'm not done with this side. I was like, yes, I'm done on this side. Then I forgot the top ones. At least there's music in the background. Okay, so it's not perfectly placed. Can do a three boxes on top of each other as well. This one. Oh, that went too far. It's just I have stepless scrolling mouse. So if I do it with the stepping, it goes just a little bit at a time in towards it. If I do it with the stepless feature, I scroll one time and it's basically goes all the way, which is recommended mouse type of that when flying. Wonder where that went. Oh, came out. Need to replace these two as I click them. Yeah, so sending them just full on speed into the elevator is not a good thing because they can go missing. Sometimes they poop out again. Luckily enough. It's like they have like a rubber band attached to them, to the living side, if you want to call it that. Because underneath there is just a big void of no textures and everything. That was all the boxes on that side and all the boxes on that side. Hopefully, we have all the boxes. Oh yeah, before I do that, let's just check behind here that we have everything. Good thing I did, because there's one. Everything behind here is... Yes, perfect. So you see the crates there? You saw it a little bit in the display here. They're all... Scrap is just scrap. You see the icons of them. Here we get a summary of everything. Everything is confirmed. Now all the missions are complete. Now we have 295. We had 50 something, I think. Now we are in junior rank, so now we can do bigger missions. Stellar. These are within solar system. A little bigger in size. Pay more. There's ways being picked up on different space stations in the system to deliver on them to... It's a little bit incorrect with deliver 2 SU of waste to the station from those. I'm guessing it's 2 SU from each of those. Text was a little bit incorrect. Or space station to space station. See if we've gotten some really big ones. Yeah, there's around 70k. We are still doing the planetary ones. So there's local. This is distribution center to basically on the planet. Planet to planet. These also pay pretty well. 70k from... Take iron from these two locations to the spaceport. Stanhope and Hadley. can take that. We can take the local contracts. Where was that? That went to Tisa. Okay. Perfect. Tisa is where we're at now. See if there's more pickups to Tisa. Yeah, to Tisa. I have to make sure, but sometimes I read it incorrectly. This was from Tisa. This is to the scrapyard. There's no armistance there. So there are players that can kill you. Okay, so we can do that 70k one. Just to show off a different one. These are outposts, so we can actually loot at them. I like looting because sometimes you can find heavy helmets, or heavy armor, or backpacks and stuff like that. If you find a medium armor or other stuff that can be used in combat or and stuff. Let's reset our view. There's a player. It's a player that has left his ship.
Thank you for your patronage.
I like just going a little bit away from the spaceport before I go upwards. Because then there's usually no ships above you. And you can enjoy the view a little bit better. So the missions that go from the space station above the city and down to the city, they refresh fairly fast. Let's see where the first pickup is. Collect shipment. Basically, so there's not much for goals in the game and stuff. If you're playing, you technically have to just make your own goal currently. You can max reputation, you can go for the most fancy, shiny armors and stuff. There's the crafting. You can craft the best possible armor and weapons there is. Other than that, there's no like other goals. There's no base building yet. You only have the first iteration of crafting. We will be able to craft ships and etc. Star-based components, because owning a space station is also a thing. Mostly aimed for alliances or big corporations. slow down a little bit. That's the afterburners. So we're gonna collect our shipment first. I think we're gonna use the small ad just to make people happy. Let's hug the big one. The rain is nice though. I like it.
Engines off.
Looking forward to when we actually get lightning that technically is lightning in the game, in Pyro, I think. But I don't think it strikes the ground. When that happens, that's gonna be fun. So we look wet. There's thunder. You can hear thunder and stuff. There's no like strikes. So if this happens, infinite loading, just exit out and go back in. And there's supposed to be cargo here to be picked up. This is this mission is broken. So I think we're gonna stick to the Tisa and that other one. And ignore the outpost for now. But I think those are just bugged. Could be shard issue as well. But I've heard this elsewhere. Oh yeah, so you don't have to click it like that. You can just press the I key. And it pops up. What's this? Cull head cover brown. We can take some nutrition. Oh, this is a white one. They have usually armor. Usually. So here we have heavy armor. This is medium. And we just refit ourselves. Can show you the tractor beam thing after. Once you like get heavier with armor and stuff, you do slow down a little bit. Ambrose suit, so you can take that. I'm sure it sells for something. You will move slower with the heavy armor and stuff. Nothing more there. So the aim is to have fully heavy armor and probably a heavy backpack. Oh, it looks so good, dude. This is where you buy stuff. You're gonna buy resources and sell them on the market. There's a crate opening up there. This is rust bottled water. You can take a water can, and there's a crate under there. Not sure if that's used for anything. You can take it anyways. More water. I think we have 1 or 2 buildings left to do. the heavy helmets, if you find a lot of those from combat or from other means, they sell for a decent chunk of cash. So we are sprinting. We're moving a little bit slower because we do have a heavy helmet on. Is there another? What's that? It's a loop-sided ship. There's no other buildings here. Small outpost. Let's press I to open inventory. We can have flares on us. You can take these as well. They sell for like 300 each or something like that. If you're low on cash, everything, all the trash is money. There are certain cloth items, jackets and jumpers and stuff like that that are worth a lot of money. Several thousand each, because they're more of a rare item. Let's just double check if the cargo is here now. Still broken. Okay, so we've confirmed that. They used to work a patch or so ago. But, you know. So we're gonna go to... I think we're just gonna fly to Microtech. And we can do missions over there. I like the snowy landscape a little better than this, the rain. The rain here reminds me too much of home. While we fly towards Microtech, we'll take a few minutes. We cut for time while I sit and enjoy the ride, you know. Ah, the sun. Okay, let's see. Let's do Microtech. That's a 3.5 minute ride. Lucky for you guys, you do not have to endure the pain of space travel. And I'll return once I'm arrived. Okay, we are on final approach. Should arrive any second. The music is the tell. Okay, let's see what missions we have. Okay, we're gonna abandon that. That will give us a little... No, the first mission you abandon is okay usually. Okay, let's do this. Doing New Babbage to Tressler and vice versa. From New Babbage International Spaceport to Port Tressler. Yes. So I don't scroll forward and you hit the box, it takes you a while to like scroll it back to you to replace it another location. It's like it's magnetically locked for some reason, without even being on the grid. That's everything. I'm checking. Yes, everything is there. We are pulling out an order. Like we accepted this one. This is a bigger one. One SCUs and 4s or 3s? 2s? There's no 3s. This wobbling and stuff, the low FPS and stuff like that. You can just, usually you can just change shards. Go back to the menu, select a different region. I'm currently on Australia because it gives me usually less bugs in general. But the FPS and stuff is also tied into how many people are in a certain area. Didn't check how many was in here. Let's see, where's the number? Yeah, so on shard it says 280, but there's like 50 people around this spaceport. Okay, so now we're gonna just double check if there's any other mission that goes up. Let's see, this one maybe? Smaller paying ones, usually the ones that goes from the city and up to the station. Since I currently have one, it's probably not. So, we're gonna deliver this. Since we are here, and we did loot a few things, let's just drop it off here. I do have a heavy backpack. For some reason. But you need heavy chest plates. I'll pretend it's not here. We just dumped off our cloth items. the loot items. Kind of funny that those items are there because I reset this account to have nothing. Oh well.
You should be good to go.
Let's go a little bit out and then go upwards.
Bye, and thank you for visiting New Baggage.
Bye. It's the most wholesome bye ever. Hopefully no one rams into me. That's the risk of flying in this way. But it is pretty though. Pretty. Going there. To the Ring of Lights. Drop this off and pick up more missions. So it's on the other side here. These to the left here is the freight, are also freight areas for cargo, but for big ships like the Hull C, you can also load your small stuff on the edges here. If you want a EVA to do the cargo and stuff. Just had a little bit hard. A little bit hard landing, so the ship bobbles a little bit. Doesn't have like landing gear that goes a lot out to the sides. We'll probably do these bowling missions here for a while. At least another episode or so. 483. Closing in on the 500,000. So it does take time if you're alone. It can go a lot faster if you have a crew or friends with you. Then you can have the bigger ship, you can have help with loading and unloading. There are cargo ships with tractor beams. You can be on foot and they can be on... use the tractor beam, for example. What the hell? But that was connected. So yeah, jank. Usually the higher rep missions usually have more payout. You can find small paying ones as well. Oh, 518. So the reputation is going slowly up because I'm mostly doing rookie missions. How many missions go to Sakura Sun? Are there small ones that go to McGrath and Campbell? Those are outposts. Pay a little more. It's not the same. I don't like it when you have 2 items going to 2 different locations. Because if you pick up more with pressurized food or pressurized ice, you you don't know which goes where. Here we have Sakura Sun and Grey Cat. That's also annoying. I don't like it when it splits it up. If it's one location, it's nice. It's okay. This is from planet to space station. This is pick up and go to space station. So this is a big one. Wish these worked, because they're quite nice to do. For Trestler to Sakura Sun. Didn't we have another one that went Trestler to Sakura Sun? Let's do that. Trestler to Sakura Sun. See how many we can get that goes to the same location. What was those? These are aluminum and quartz. Let's just get these out first. Be a lengthy episode this as well. The aim has always been like an hour minimum. I thought like, that's plenty of time. I see the time now, 1 hour 24 so far. Impressive how fast time flies when you play this game. Could look into to try out a little bit of combat missions next episode. Since I had that heavy chest plate, and get some medium arms and legs. That wasn't even close to me. Still I got knocked down. Nope, I need this one first. Maybe it was my fault after all. No one else's fault. We are most definitely returning to more hauling and stuff once we get more money in. Can do the more bigger missions. The larger sized missions. There's an issue with when you use the tractor beam, scrolling back and forth. Since scroll wheel is controlling the run speed, so when you're done doing the boxes, suddenly you're in like snail walking. That's just because you use the tractor beam. Fun, right? One of many annoyances that you'll experience in this game until they fixed everything. As long as you don't get too annoyed by every little detail and expect this to be a finished product, you should survive. Just rent a little car, buy a little car and go driving on Microtech on the daytime side. Chill out a little bit. Pyro is also a nice place to go driving. On Monarchs, for example. It's a pretty ass planet. Here's one of those big ships. This is the Hull Sea. Can't see it that much. That's good at the moment. It's super dark. Had it been daytime, we could have seen it. There's a big boy hauler. Cost a lot of money. Well, not as much as a C2, but the goal is to get one of those eventually. So now we're going. Should be daytime. We're going to a distribution center. So fun thing about these distribution centers that if you run around them, you can find loot boxes scattered about. So if you're going there, I recommend picking up a hauling mission. It's like a junior mission that doesn't destroy your rep if you cancel it. Just so you're allowed to be there. If you're not allowed to be there, the guards can actually shoot you. as well as the turrets. So pick up just a hauling mission that goes to a distribution center, and you can go looting. Because there are ship components scattered about in the upper plane, upper area. And you can find gems scattered about in some crates, some clothing, some hydration, food and stuff like that. Armor if you're lucky. There are certain armor crates that spawn at very rarely in certain locations that are a little bit hard to get to. So you have to do a little bit parkouring and stuff like that. Risk your character's life and such. So we're gonna see if there's if we can get a landing, a hangar, because that's the more fun. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind the flickering snowflakes. It gives you a flashbang. This is a extra large hangar. It's quite big. This hangar is for those with two big ships, like the more capital-sized ships. All the way over there is the elevator area. You can go up into the main building, but there's a chance that the guards will shoot you. Just be aware if you ever decide to do that. There are currently no courier missions or any investigation missions and stuff like that.
We have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
So they can... There's no missions that go inside other than combat-related ones. The guards or those that are up in the lobby area will shoot you. No wobbling here. Not that much clutter at this location. Far away from people could also be an issue. When we have enough money to buy certain ships and a little bit more, don't have to worry too much about making too much money. We're gonna check out the alien, the Wicklow, eventually. He's a weird fella. Wonder if there's anything going from 618 from Sakura Sun. That's 2. This is already repopulated. It'd be nice to see if it works with this outpost. There's 2. Combat music. Or something similar. So second one goes to Sakura. Another one that goes to Sakura. They're small though. Might need higher reputation to actually get anything like that. No. Okay. Let's head to New Babbage. Where the stream will end. Stream, I say. The episode will end. Engines on.
You are clear to launch.
It's actually the most money we've made this this series so far. And yes, you can shoot inside your hangar.
Thank you, and please.
Yeah. Just like that. Let's look at. Microtech a little bit. I don't mind that. Just trying to angle it. Perfectly. We are going to the city. Where is the city? Could just open the map and set destination. What's the fun in that, you know? Oh, there is. Right underneath me. Music is so good in this game. Let's fly through the building with the hole in it. It's gonna be a little bit risky. Hopefully we'll survive. And we're doing it like this. Have to be careful when we come in. You can fly the biggest luxury ship through here. A little bit low FPS. This could end bad. Yep. Oops. I wasn't even close to it, I think. Arrive in bed. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Oh, that lagged a bit. So yeah. That's... Take the helmet up. Oh, there we go. That's end of episode 4? I think we're on 4, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna make an effort in doing the combat stuff, since we have a lot of money now. And we should be able to get a little bit of armor. That's actually a cool medium arm. Looks homemade. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is the end of episode 4, and we'll continue in the next episode. For now, goodbye.